So mainly, I'd like to ask you about the creative process behind Civil War. Did you came up first with the world building, or did you have this story about war photographers and then you build around them the world?
I think I had the ending first. And I
Oh,
suppose the ending implied both world building and the photographers. Like, I knew I wanted the film to end with a photographer, a photojournalist capturing an iconic image, which would represent a key moment in the conflict. And I knew the conflict was a civil war, and then it was kind of working backwards from there.
in that like it's an important moment in the history of this future. Do you fear a future like this could happen in real life?
Well, I mean, a future like this could always happen in real life. Like, no country is immune from becoming crazy. Uh, Countries become crazy the whole time, all over the world, throughout history, and there are many countries that exist right now that are acting in a way that is essentially insane for the lives and the human rights of the people that live in that country. So that is, everyone is open to it. The question is, how successfully do they guard against it? And my worry was that my own country, which was Britain and America and several other countries around the world, were not guarding against it very effectively.
Yeah, like for example, here in Latin America, we are always in kind of these conflicts and a political crisis. Do you feel like, even though it is the movie about the United States, that everyone can connect with its story?
Well, yes, because I do, but not because of anything clever about the film or anything like that. It's just simply that um, this story of political division and populist politics becoming extremism and extremism leading to violence is just very familiar. It's very, very familiar, and I feel it is obvious around the world which countries are struggling with this. I think that one of the problems is that some, particularly Western democracies, have lost a sense of understanding that they are also vulnerable to extremism. They think that they have kind of magical powers that prevent it from happening there. But they have no magical powers. What they have is a system of checks and balances, and they have a free press. And if they undermine the press and they undermine the system of checks and balances, then it can happen to them too, just like it happens anywhere else.
That's right. So speaking of the filming of the movie, was it always conceived to be for IMAX?
No, no.
No.
When I was filming it, it wouldn't have occurred to me that we could show it in IMAX. I was really pleased when it turned out we could. I think even though I work in film, in some ways I'm quite ignorant about all sorts of things about filmmaking, and I believed that IMAX movies needed to be shot on special cameras, and we were using actually like consumer grade cameras, not professional cameras. We were using cameras that you can buy, in shops or online for $6,000, not $60,000 or $100,000.
That's right. The IMAX cameras are really expensive, and the movie is it's like the most expensive movie from A24, but it's still not a very expensive movie for what we see today. How did you achieve to film in so many exterior locations?
Well, I think mainly, I guess, because my training as a filmmaker is making independent movies. And so to me, the amount of money we had was kind of unbelievable. And it gave the possibility of shooting sequences that for other films would be normal. And So we just took the techniques of independent filmmaking and scaled them up. I think that that allowed us to do some bigger sequences more cheaply and maybe in a slightly different way than a big movie would do it.
So they're telling me to wrap things up. So I like for you to invite everyone in Peru to go watch Civil War.
Oh, well, I would be delighted if people in Peru went to see Civil War. Not just for me, but everybody who worked on the film would be very grateful.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.